Hi, second graders. I'm so glad to see you here, and I'm happy that you're watching this video. It saddens me a little bit because this weekend, April 25th and 26th, and on May 9th, you would have been receiving Jesus in a very special way by receiving your first communion. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and we just need to be a little patient until it does happen. But when it does, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to celebrate with you. So listen, I want to talk to you a little bit, and I want to tell you a story about a saint. Her name is Saint Bernadette Soubirous. And she was born a long time ago, back in the 1800s, and she is one of 6 siblings, and she was born in France to a very poor family. She was a sickly child and missed school often and often missed Mass and church too because of her sickness. Well, one day when she was feeling well, her mom had asked her to go out and gather some firewood, and so she did. And while she was gathering firewood, you're not going to believe what happened. Mother Mary, Jesus' mom, Mother Mary, she appeared to Bernadette, and she gave Bernadette a message. And then over the course of Bernadette's young life, she appeared 18 more times and gave Bernadette 18 more messages to give to the world and to herself. So Bernadette, as a child, became a very special messenger. Well, as Bernadette had gotten older, she still was sick and couldn't go to Mass on occasion. But it really made her upset because she always felt the closest to Jesus when she went to Mass and received him in the Eucharist. So she had a great idea. She got a picture of the Eucharist and she put it on the window of her bedroom. And when she was feeling sad because she couldn't receive Jesus, or when she was feeling lonely and she wanted to be close to Jesus, she would just look at the Eucharist and she would pray. And she felt better and felt closer to Jesus. Kind of like what you guys are going through now, where you were supposed to receive Jesus in the next couple of weeks and you can't. So maybe you're missing him, or maybe you'd like to be reminded of him. So I have an idea and a challenge for you. I'm going to list a bunch of links, and those links will give you pictures of the Eucharist as well as like coloring sheets for the Eucharist. So you can choose to either print out one that's already colored, or you can color your own Eucharist. And I'm going to challenge you to do what Saint Bernadette has done and put that picture of the Eucharist onto your windows. And then each night when you go to bed, you'll have Jesus there to remind you to pray to him. And then you could think about what it will be like when it's time for you to receive the Eucharist. And then what I'm also going to ask is that you and your parents take a picture of you standing near or next to the picture of the Eucharist that's hanging in your room on your window. And then email it to me, because those pictures are going to show up somewhere else in the near future when we're celebrating you receiving your first communion. What do you think? Good idea? I'm also going to send a link for a cartoon video of Saint Bernadette. Let me show you a picture of her. There she is. That's Saint Bernadette. And the video is really good, very interesting. And what I love about it, she was a child, your age, maybe a little bit older, and she was the messenger for Mother Mary. Amazing what kids can do, right? So I want you to, when you have some free time, watch the video and tell me what you think about it. Just to keep things interesting, how about we take a short little trip to my office, because I want to show you something. For those of you who have been in my office and have seen my door, you'll notice that we have some pictures here, you might remember, of some of our prior students making their first communion. Well, I have to say, I cannot wait until I am able to put your picture up here of you making your first communion. Now let's go back to my house. So I want to take a little field trip. You know I enjoy field trips, don't I? And I want you to follow and come with me, because I need to show you something. Can you guess where we went? We certainly went up the stairs, right? Okay, so we are in my bedroom right now, and I want to show you what I have on my window. There it is, right there. That is my picture of the Eucharist that I have on my window so that it reminds me each night when I go to bed to pray for you. And in the morning, it reminds me again. And in the morning, I pray for each one of you by name. And I keep you in my prayers. And that picture of the Eucharist helps me to remember to do that, as well as it helps to keep me focused on praying. So I hope each one of you will put a Eucharist in your window and remember to take a picture of it and to send it to me. Now, I have two other things I want to tell you. So each day, Father Steve, who is our pastor, he celebrates a private Mass every day. And on Monday, the 27th, that private Mass, the intention of that Mass will be you second graders. So you will be in Father Steve's heart in a very special way on Monday because that entire Mass that he celebrates will be for your intentions. Isn't that cool? And now this last thing I want to tell you. So Our Lady Magnificat and the Religious Education has Facebook pages, and there are many, 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 many followers on those pages. And I have asked people, our parishioners on those pages, to pray for you, especially the 25th, the 26th, and on May 9th, because those are the days that you would have received communion. So you have a whole army of people praying for you and thinking of you and holding you in their spiritual hearts as you wait patiently to receive communion. So that's all I have to say for now. And I can't wait to see you again soon. It'll be a real joyous time when we see each other again, because most likely it will be when you're ready to receive your communion. So until then, God bless, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay close to Jesus.